The Director General of Obidati Campaign Organization, Doyin Okukwe, has debunked the report making the rounds that Peter Obi, who is the Labour Party presidential candidate, made a deal to step down for Atiku Abubakar, the People Democratic Party PDP flag bearer. In a statement posted on Twitter on Wednesday, August 31st, Okukpe said Obi is far ahead of all other presidential candidates and cannot negotiate with less popular peers. According to the statement, I quote his write-up, he said, I hereby categorically refute the false statement making the rounds that Peter Obi has made any deal with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the PDP, with respect to the 2023 presidential elections. By the grace of God and the massive acceptance and support of the Nigerian people, home and abroad, and especially the youth, Obi is far ahead of all other presidential candidates in the country. He therefore cannot logically be negotiating with any other less popular candidates or their parties. Kugbe, who is the former aide to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, urged members of the public to ignore the cheap, self-serving, and distracting propaganda, which we also believe is not coming from Atiku's camp. According to him, he said that the trend of the obedient movement gathers more and more electorate on an hourly basis, while it is evident that the political fortunes and followership of the other political parties diminishes and recede like a drying lake in the scorching heat of an arid desert. There will be Dirty Presidential Campaign Organization is focused on our mission, which is to take back Nigeria and hand it over to the Nigerian youth to secure their collective destiny. Our compelling commitment and promise is to move Nigeria from consumption to production, and so help us God. In a related development, Ogbe Boomnam Kingdom, a youth and women development advocate, has said it is not feasible for Obi to step down for Atiku, citing INEC's guideline as the basis for his position. The kingdom says that to the best of my knowledge, it is not very feasible for any candidate to step down for another candidate as provided in the INEC guideline for the 2023 presidential and national assembly election, which mandates political parties and candidates to withdraw and replace candidates by July 15, 2022. And guess what? This has really attracted a lot of reactions. When I saw this, I knew that this whole thing was um, coming from somewhere just to kind of reduce the influx of people who are endlessly coming into the wagon or coming into the train of obedience. You understand? Someone here says Obi can never do such. Instead, Atiku will have to step down for Obi. And someone reacting to the statement made by this fellow says, stepping down or stepping up, both of them are going nowhere. Let Obi collect money from the EBs that promise to sponsor him and keep the money. Another person says, say, Obi is a boy to Atiku, and you expect master to step down for his boy. Sorry, you. My brother, this is not the case of boy or Oga. What we know is that Peter Obi is a formidable candidate that will change the story of Nigerians. We are not interested for him to even, apart from when I heard this news, I wasn't shocked because I know that this one propaganda that they will use to kind of reduce the influx of people coming into the party. But then any right thinking person will believe or will accept this singular truth that Peter Obi has worked assiduously more than every other politician. I've never seen politician work this way. We see him in Nigeria in virtually all important occasions, and the guy is good in advocacy. He meets virtually everybody, try to let them understand the reason why he wants them to support him. And right now, as we all know, Peter Obi is already in um, outside the country, United States of America. Currently, if you check our feed, you're going to see a video where he was in Houston. Now he's going to leave it to some other place just to make sure that he gets into, the minds of Nigeria and lead the country. One of the short video I saw, he said that he's always praying that God should give him this chance for him to deliver this country to Nigerians. That he wants to serve Nigeria and he wants to put Nigeria in the world map once again. And we just have to give him that opportunity. So when I saw all of this story making the rounds, I said, Mbano, this is not it. Obi is the chosen one. There is no way Obi can all of a sudden, knowing that he's the chosen one, decide to relinquish his power to another person. It can't happen. You understand? It just can't happen. And guess what? If Obi even attempts to do that, I don't think that Nigerians will not deal with him. I'm serious. Nigerians will go all out to let him understand what it means him taking such a. And I don't even see him taking that. It's not possible, man. Someone here say, oh, Peter Obi is a serious wahala for them in Lagos, so, and the one at Adamawa, they can say whatever they like to say. Another person here say Obi cannot afford to let Nigerians youth down. Obviously, he is very conscious of the trust and confidence the youth have on him. And of course, he knows the consequences of betraying the youth. He wouldn't even dare it. He would not. Another person here says they have tried all allegation and propaganda. What they are using now is stepping down propaganda targeted to cause bad blood among Obi's followers. Unfortunately, an average obedient is wiser than them all. Bam! This one say we have heard it. Peter Obi is primed to step down a month to the election for Atiku Abubakar, after which, if elected, Atiku would appoint Obi as secretary to to the federal government. Child, this young man he needs some woto, for him to start thinking. All right, what kind of nonsense is that? He said, "I am of the opinion Igbo should see this as an opportunity for them to be seen as true Nigerians. There is no way in the world that Atiku Abubakar, I think these are one of those who are championing this whole thing. There's no way Peter Obi will ever step down for Atiku Abubakar. It's not possible. I'm telling you, it's not possible. So all these people are just storytellers. This one say if Atiku and Tinubu has or had not been overtaken by insane political calculation, what these two old men would have done is simple. Surrender to Peter Obi. Now my brother, you're talking. Surrender to Peter Obi and quietly escape into exile. Atiku to Dubai and Tinubu to France without the shame. Without this, shame awaits them come February 2023. This thing is getting so strong, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Every day you are seeing surprises. Nigeria, he's at in Houston right now, or in other parts of the country, United States of America, but Nigerians are still working for him. Online, his presence is like, I've never seen presidential aspirant in Nigeria have the level of presence that Peter Obi has right now. Now he's there in the social media. Nigerians are carrying his name in their mouth. I saw a picture of where these guys went and tore in Lekki area. They tore Peter Obi's banner that was there. They replaced it immediately. Haba, Nigerians want good leadership, and there's no one that can stop us at this point. I like to leave it there. Go to our comment section.